Hey guys, come on downstairs. Bring a little Cincinnati Reds rebuild to you today. It's MLB The Show 21, and this is episode number 6. So let's look at our schedule right now. We are 31 and 24. We just played the Philadelphia Phillies. We are in the month of June, and we've got 4 games with the St. Louis Cardinals, 3 against the Brewers, and then 3 against the Rockies, and then we have the Brewers again, and we'll play the first game of that series. But first off, we're going to quick manage some games. Sonny Gray against Miles Michaelis as we get the 4-game St. Louis Cardinals series underway. Pretty good pitching matchup here. We need Sonny Gray to start pitching better. He is, he hasn't gotten great run support. His ERA is pretty good, but we need wins when he is on the mound. So it is now 2-1 for the Reds here in the 8th. The Cardinals tie it up 2-2, and we're going to extra innings. Top of the 10th, no runs. Bottom, no runs. We put a run on the board in the top of the 11th, and they put 2 on the board in the bottom. Oh dear, we blow that one. Cardinals win it by a score of 4-3. Dylan Carlson is your player of the game in that one, and some news, we've optioned Brandon Bailey back to Louisville. He had a pretty good stint here with us, a 1.46 ERA. But he is optioned back to Louisville, and we have recalled Dwight Smith Jr., who is hitting .329 down at the AAA level with 12 home runs and 41 RBIs. So he is up with the big league club as we get ready for this second game in St. Louis. It'll be Luis Castillo against Carlos Martinez. We are in the 3rd inning, Cincinnati with a 1-0 lead. We quick manage yet another one. It's 2-1 now in the 6th. We go to the 7th, still 2-1, low scoring game. And we go to the 9th, and we blow another save. Are you kidding me, Doolittle? That is 2 games in a row Sean Doolittle has blown the save, and we fall by a score of 3-2. Tommy Edman 4 for 5 with an RBI. And Jordan Hicks picks up the win, Doolittle with the loss, and we've dropped the first 2 games of this series, both in dramatic fashion. Walk-off wins for the Cardinals. All right, game number 3. We've got Wade Miley pitching. For us, we're trailing here 3-2. So we go to the 7th. It's now 5-2 St. Louis, 7-3, 9-3. This game is pretty much over, and they win at 9-3. So the Cardinals take the first 3 games of this series, and we had, like a 6.5, 5.5 game lead coming into this episode. It has been trimmed down to a half a game now. We are 31 and 27. The Cards are 31 and 28. Final game of this series, we try to avoid the 4-game sweep at the hands of the Cards. We send Jeff Hoffman to the hill. He's our 5th starter, and all of a sudden, we're behind 3-0, 4-0. It's not looking good for us, guys. We're going to get swept in a 4-game series against our bitter rival St. Louis Cardinals. We lose 4-1, and all of a sudden, we are now 2nd place in the National League Central. John Gant, 7 innings pitched, only gave up 3 hits, had 3 walks, and just 2 strikeouts, but the Cardinals get the win. So next up, we have a series at home against the Milwaukee Brewers, and then we're home against the Rockies. We've got a half-game lead on the Cards as we head into this series with the Brew Crew. They are 23 and 36, 4th place in the National League Central, but they're 6-4 in their last 10. And the first game of this series will pit Adrian Hauser against Sonny Gray, who's got a 3.07 ERA, yet he is 4-5. And like I said, we need to win ball games when Sonny Gray is on the hill, and we are down 3-0 right now. Looks like we might be in the midst of a little losing streak. Oh, we get 2 in the 8th, and can we walk it off in the 9th? We tie it up, and then we give up a run in the 10th, and we lose. So it's our 5th consecutive loss. Josh Hader picks up the win. TJ Antone with the loss. He's now 5-2. Adrian Hauser, 7 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs on the day. And we fall in game 1 to the Brewers. Brandon Woodruff 2-7 against Luis Castillo here in game number 2. Brewers jump out to a 2-0 lead, and things not going well for us. We are trying to avoid our 6th consecutive loss. We get a run in the bottom of the 7th to cut the lead to 1. They put 1 on the board in the 8th to answer. It is now 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, and we fall for the 6th time in a row. We are now 31-30. We were 31-24 when this episode started. Brandon Woodruff gets the win. Luis Castillo with the loss. Josh Hader picks up the save. And we've got one more game here against the Brewers trying to snap this 6-game losing streak. We're going to send Tyler Mahle to the hill against Corbin Burns, so it doesn't get any easier as we have to face the Brewers ace. Brewers up 2-1 in the 7th, now 3-1, and we tie it up in the 9th. Can we pull off the win in extra innings? We go to the 11th, the 12th, and we do. Holy crap, guys. We've had a lot of extra inning games here as of late. We do pull off the win, though. We snapped that 6-game losing streak. We improved to 32-30. Sean Doolittle picks up the win. Mike Moustakas, your player of the game. All right, so that's it for the Brewers series. We are 32-30. We're taking on the Colorado Rockies at home for 3. 1 game behind the Cards in the NL Central. The Brewers are 8 games back, as are the Chicago Cubs. They're both 25-37. And the Pirates, yikes, 19-42. Ouch. So Antonio Senzatella will go for the Rockies. Wade Miley for us in the series opener from Great American Ballpark. We go up 1-0 in the 3rd. They tie it up in the 8th. And we go to extra innings once again. This time the Rockies win it in extras 2-1. Ben Bowden picks up the win. Heath Hembry with the loss for us. Scott Oberg with his 17th save of the year for Colorado. All right, second game of the series. We are just barely keeping our heads above 500 here at 32-31. Jeff Hoffman will be on the hill for us in this second game, trying to split the first 2 games at 1 apiece. We give up 3 runs in the 5th. The Rockies come back to tie it at 3. We go to the 8th, still tied at 3. We're going to have another extra innings game here. Are you kidding me? We do. Another extra innings game. Tied at 3. Our pitching staff is just... We're going to have to call up some new pitchers because we're dead here. Michael Lorenzen does pick up the win, so we get the win in extra innings. Tyler Stevenson with a home run and 2 RBIs. And the rubber match. Marquez against Sonny Gray. Here we go. Let's see if we can actually win a series. Hopefully Sonny Gray can give us a good amount of innings in this one. He's still pitching into the 7th. And now we have Lucas Simpson. We do get the win, so we did win the series. Sonny Gray gives us 8 strong after the whole bunch of extra innings games that we played in. Gives up 6 hits and 1 earned run, had 8 Ks. And now we are to our game against the Milwaukee Brewers. Opening up a 3-game series on the road from, what is it now? Something Family something Stadium. It used to be Miller Park. I don't know what they call it. We'll probably find out maybe. And we're tied with the Cardinals atop the National League Central. So this game will be Luis Castillo against Brandon Woodruff. We faced this team just a series ago. And now we see Woodruff again. Making his 14th start of the year, a 4.40 ERA, 73 2/3 innings, 58 strikeouts to 16 walks for us. Luis Castillo is 3-4, 4.50 ERA, a 1.25 whip. And let's get some highlights underway. Starting in inning number 2, this is Hernan Perez with 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the delivery from Castillo. High fastball gets Perez to swing and miss. And still no score here at the ballpark formerly known as Miller Park. End of the 2nd. No score. Let's go to the 3rd. This is Nicholas Castellanos. Does he even go by Nick anymore? I don't know. Nicholas Castellanos at the plate. Runner on second with 2 outs. Castellanos drives this one into the right center gap. It's going to 2-hop the wall. Run's going to come in to score. Castellanos into second with a stand-up RBI double. And the Reds are on the board first. Middle of the 3rd. To the 4th inning we go. Tucker Barnhart at the plate. Runner on first with 2 outs, top of the 4th. Brandon Woodruff still pitching, 1-1 count. Here's the delivery. Tucker Barnhart deep to left field. That one is heading back, and it's going to reach the bullpen. Holy cow, that thing just kept carrying. I thought it was maybe going to one-hop the wall. Home run, Tucker Barnhart. 2-run shot, it's 3-0 Reds in the middle of the fourth. For the fifth inning, Colton Wong at the plate, 252 hitter. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs so far on the season. And he's going to ground it to the right side with 2 outs. Here comes the throw from, is it Farmer over there at second? Farmer or Garcia? I can't remember who we had there. End of the fifth, it's 3-0. In favor of Cincinnati, Zach Godley's going to come in now. 4.78 ERA, making his 28th appearance of the year. Facing Mike Moustakas in the top of the sixth with no outs and nobody on and a 2-0 count. Here's the delivery from Zach Godley. And Moustakas turns on it, ripping it down the right field line. He's going to curve that inside the fair pole. Actually might have hit it. But it's a solo shot for Moose. And it's now 4-0 Cincinnati. 4 runs on 8 hits. Brewers have only managed 2 hits so far off of Castillo. Bottom of the inning. This is Corey Ray at the plate with the runner on second. Ray hits this one deep to right. That one's got a chance right at the wall, and it's going to be flagged down and caught by Nicholas Castellanos. Runner will tag and get to third with just 1 out, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. Yelich, ground ball, left side, and it is misplayed by Eugenio Suarez. A run was going to score anyway with just 1 out, but now we've got a runner on first. Doesn't matter, we get him out. End of the 6th inning, 4-1 Reds. Let's go to the 7th now. Eric Lauer will take the ball. 1-2 count to Nicholas Castellanos. Runners on first and second. This could be 2. Nice little flip with the glove onto first for the out. And that'll do it for the top half of the 7th. It's still 4-1 Cincinnati. Let's go to the 9th. Sean Doolittle has had his struggles in this episode. A couple of blown saves right at the first of this episode against the Cardinals. And he's looking to close this one out. He gives up a hit with 1 out down the left field line. That's going to be a single. And the tying run will be on deck. Omar Narvaez at the plate now. Keston Hiura on first. Narvaez hits this one deep to right. That one's got a chance. That one is back, and it's off the top of the wall. Keston Hiura had to hold up thinking it might be caught, and he's going to end up at third. And the Reds talking things over on the mound. Sean Doolittle to Travis Shaw with 1 out, and Shaw pops it right up the chute. Tucker Barnhart makes the catch there. It'll be the 2nd out of the 9th. And Avisail Garcia will pinch hit for the Brewers. He represents the tying run, but he's going to swing through a fastball. Sean Doolittle gets him with the heat. And the Reds win it 4-1. To improve their record to 35-31. Cardinals have that identical record as we close out this episode. We're going to look at the standings in just a second throughout baseball. But Castillo gets the win. Brandon Woodruff with the loss. Sean Doolittle picks up save number 18 on the season. And we are sitting at 35-31 after 66 games. All right, Braves are leading the NL East by 4 games over the Mets, 4.5 over the Nats, 5 over the Fish. Cards and Reds tied top the Central. You saw that one. Padres 13 games ahead of the Dodgers, 19 ahead of the Giants. Holy crap, are you kidding me? Yankees 5 games over the Rays, 5 over the Blue Jays, 7 over the Red Sox. White Sox 1 game over the Twins and Royals. And in the West, the Mariners, a little bit of a surprise, a 1-game lead over the A's, 1.5 over the Angels and Astros. So next up, we're going to play a game against the Atlanta Braves on June 24th. But before that, we will quick manage a whole bunch of games as we continue on our season number 1, Cincinnati Reds Rebuild, on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.